What's going on, everybody? Doc, your average gamer guys, back at again. MTG Arena action. We're in the holiday spirit. We've got a fun shorts video series going. 25 packs of Christmas. I hope you're checking that out and enjoying it. If you enjoy pack openings, we have a whole bunch of content on the channel. And if you're coming over from the shorts, we really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for us. Let's jump in Premier Draft Foundations. We've got a new month. We've got a new chance to grind. We're going to be working through some season pass, and let's get into it. I haven't done as many drafts as I typically do. November was actually full of a lot of sealed events, which was a good thing. I actually really enjoyed that, and been having some fun with the foundations. I've enjoyed sealed foundations. We've jumped into a draft here and there, just a few to get a feel, and hopefully we can get this draft table fired up, rocking and rolling. But I hope you're excited for the holidays. I know I am. I had a really good Thanksgiving. I hope all of you did as well. For those that celebrate, had some family, some friends over. It was very, very good. Really enjoyed it. Got some Christmas shopping done as well, and just excited. That time of the year from Thanksgiving to Christmas is usually pretty stressful, but also a lot of fun, and get a chance to relax and play some games. All right, let's see how we're going to do here. And it looks like right off the rip, we're taking a Kaido. I don't see why we don't take this card. It's a pretty easy grab here. Now, what do we want to go into? I guess I'm going to see this pack is relatively weak for blue. Beyond that, Elvish Regrower is pretty interesting. Giant Growth, Helpful Hunter also. The air is really good. We're going to take the Kaido, though. Micromancer could be good. Snakeskin Veil is pretty good, although Bacon to Pie is pretty premium. I do like Sunblessed Healer. I think we take the good removal. This doesn't necessarily lock us into black, but Bacon to Pie is very, very good. All right, we're kind of... I have a feeling Aetherize might make its way back around. We're in blue here. There's another Bacon to Pie. So maybe blue-black would feel pretty good. Blue seems to be pretty open. I'm going to take the Imprisoned in the Moon. There's some good white cards in here, too, I'm noticing. We could go the white... blue flyers. That wouldn't be terrible. I'm going to take the Mocking Sprite here. Just shore ourselves up. So we have the Mystic. We have the Sprite. I do like Fake Your Own Death. Pilfer's not bad either. I'm going to take the Fake Your Own Death. I do like this as a combat trick. The nice part about this is you could still get blown out by this card a little bit, but essentially you're anticipating the creature dying anyways, right? So if they have a different type of pump spell, usually you can be okay. I'm actually going to take the pup here. Do I care? Do I want to do that? I don't really... The pup is not great. I think we just take the Blight Priest here. Crypt Feaster, I guess. It's not a bad... This is not a bad creature. It's not taken very highly because of Threshold. Threshold is, I feel like, a little bit harder to get in this format. There's not as many mill options as we had previously. We'll take the Uncharted Voyage. Blue-black here is shaping up pretty decently. I do want to keep an eye out for good removal. So we have Imprisoned in the Moon, Fake Your Own Death. We have a Bacon to Pie. And now the Voyage, which is pretty good. Instant sorcery spells. We do want to shore up our creatures here. We can go pretty heavy into the flying side of things. Getting this guy up to Run away together or pilfer. I'm going to take the pilfer. I'm not the biggest fan of run away together. We do need to look for some card draw. We have another Uncharted Voyage here. I probably don't play 2 of these. I'll take the Campus Guide in case we decide to go into a third color here. White is likely the other color pairing I would look for, just because the blue-white flying deck can be so good. If we see an Imperiate Eagle, we're going to take it almost instantly, depending on obviously what else is in the pack. But that could be really, really good. And then there's some good synergies between those 3 colors. There's also some really good flyers, so that might make sense. X-Guard Cavalry coming around. Natali, another Imprisoned in the Moon. Reassembling Skeleton. Dismal Backwater is really nice with a Banishing Light. I'm going to take the Skeleton here because this will open up some options for some of the sacrifice removal spells. I think this is a pretty easy grab. This will help to fuel some of the creatures we're looking to draw multiple cards with, and is also a flyer. That's how we're going to get in damage here. This is a really good pack for us. Aetherize is good, but I like Daybloom Trick. Another Sprite would be really good, but I'm going to take the Daybloom Trick. And so this is interesting here. Ravenous Amulet, the Infestation Sage, or the Wizard. I'm going to take the Amulet, because if we have some other good sack outlets, this can be really good. We can just essentially just, for 4 mana, just be popping Skeleton, the Amulet. Ooh, we have a Refute and the Cutthroat. I'm going to take the Cutthroat, I think. Just to shore up our creatures, which we're a little weak on. Plenty of spells here. Strix Lookout is really good. We have another Amulet, interestingly enough. We'll take the Strix Lookout here. This is shaping up. This is shaping up nice. I think I want... we need some more good spot removal. I would easily take a few more Bacon to Pies over Uncharted Voyage. This can reset and kind of time walk a big creature or something that's going to do, obviously, like lethal damage. But Bacon Pie, just getting rid of it, it's much, much better. Oh my gosh, we're absolutely taking a think twice here. We need some, we do want the card draw. We have a couple of good options for card draw with the Amulet. Now think twice. Strix. I think some cheap removal here would be great. Because again, I don't really want to play 2 Uncharted Voyage. Refute is really good. But I'm going to take the Buccaneer here. This is a little bit more of a top end. 4-3. We attack, which we likely will with the Flyers. Another Mocking Sprite is great. I could consider taking the Backwater here, but I think just shoring up Mocking Sprite is going to be nice. And then this makes a Refute much better. It turns it from a 3-mana spell into a 2-mana spell. I'll take the Duo. Good blocker. Good creature on 4. We get to Surveil 2. And it has Prowess. So a couple of these things that we get to do. I think if we could see another Think Twice, I would like that. And again, another just like an Eaten Alive and another Bacon to Pie would really kind of clean this up nicely. Plus 1 or 2 other creatures, I think. I think we'd be in good shape here. Kaido's really good. The nice part about Kaido is he can make he can make the ninjas for us, which is something that this deck will not suffer with necessarily, but we're a little bit weaker on. I think we take the Fleeting Distraction here as a card draw spell. There's the Wizard, perfect. This guy we absolutely want to see. I don't think we play 2 Fleeting Distractions. These are nice though, and these can actually turn into combat tricks when used appropriately. This with the Cutthroat then makes this a 3/2. This can reduce a power, draws us a card, so that can make certain things like the Wizard better, depending on which turn we're playing it on. So maybe one of these is appropriate. Think Twice is just a all-around better spell though. I mean, I'll take a... Ooh, 9 lives. Yeah, there's no way. Don't slam the 9 lives here. This is the most amazing sack outlet ever. Ooh, this is tough. Double Mystic, though. And we're making fairies. I really want the Eaten Alive. But I'm passing it. I'm going to pass it up. This Mystic is just too good. 2 of these is insane. Now maybe we do play 2 Fleeting Distractions. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. We can even Ravenous Amulet, fake our own death, our own creature, which is also pretty funny. Bring it back. A 3rd Mystic. Do we see another stab? I'm going to take the stab, I think. Oh, this could be so good, though. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take these. We need to look for some other card draw spells here. So something like Crypt Feaster can go. Ooh, Buccaneer could be interesting. I don't really love much else in this pack. Soulcaller's not bad either. Siphoner might not be a bad 2-mana creature. This is a good blocker. Plunderer. I think that's a pretty easy take. Death Touch. Let's just find a card. Yeah, we got a little bit of an interesting build here. This is going to be pretty nice. I think we're just looking for... I mean, Infestation Sage fits this deck really, really nicely. What do I like here? I'm just going to take this. I think this Fire Spitter Whelp is really good. In the right deck, it's amazing. Take another Sage. Don't know if we play 2 of these. But again, great sack outlets for the 9 lives. Maybe a Secluded Courtyard. We could do fairies. Am I playing another Pilfer? Likely not. I think our deck is pretty solid here as it stands. Soulcaller's nice. I will take that. Not mad about that late. Thespian. Then what do we finish with here? A land. I feel like this came together pretty nicely. We are in some good open colors. This is feeling pretty solid. I think our curve is definitely going to let us go 16. Let's take a look to see how we want to set this up. Definitely want that. This is kind of our removal suite. I don't want to play 2 Pilfer. I don't think I care too much about the Blight Priest. Probably play one of these. How's this looking right here? This is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. I have a really, really low curve. Just punching in via flying. I like our sack outlets. 9 Lives Familiar. The Skeleton. Infestation Sage. We could probably go down to 1 on the Sage. Shore this up a bit. I don't mind having these couple of cards as a top end. Lightshell Duo. The Buccaneer. Soul Caller. 17 creatures. Probably fine. We might be able to get away with not doing the Siphoner. Go down to 16 here. Then we need a few cuts here. Probably not playing an offer you can refuse. So far, I feel like it's going to be pretty good. Here's my only concern. We're a little light on the interaction. 2 fake our own deaths, which are going to be substantially less good in this deck. Although something like Cutthroat gets much better, Infestation Sage gets pretty good if we can bring them back and trade for some creatures early. So that's okay. We do have the 1 Bacon to Pie and the Imprison in the Moon. I don't know how I feel about Pilfer. Might be worth to get rid of that. Fleeting Distraction, maybe one of these goes. Although we really do want to be drawing multiple cards here. Maybe that's just the play. Maybe we just do that and we just really kind of lean into the card draw. And then we get to cycle here. We get to be drawing the extra card here. This is the Scavenger with the Mystics is really good. Maybe we don't need the 2 Fleeting Distraction. Amulet's going to be really interesting again because we get to draw a lot of cards with this. Maybe I don't play the Soul Caller. Our whole goal here is going to be hitting into the and punching in the air, and they're just trying to draw extra cards to get the value on things like the Wizard, with our Mystics, our Cutthroat. Got some options to cycle. We don't have like a big time, bomb play. 9 Lives Familiar though will keep us in many games if we find him. This feels pretty clean. Let's give it a go. Why are they doing this to me? I have to mulligan. I'm actually gonna bin this. Hope we find another land. Authority of the Councils. Great. Really, really good. Mystic here is awesome. I'm wondering if I imprison in the moon the Scrawling Crawler. I actually think I do. Them drawing extra cards doesn't really help me. Yep. Yeah, Felling Blow. I knew that was coming. We're in a tough spot here. This is the only thing I was worried about with this deck, which is just we're gonna have a hard time if we don't find some of our good spot removal. And everything's coming into play tapped. I can Mystic and then think twice. And have some blocks here. It's really my best option. Authority of the Councils is brutal for us. I think I'm just dead here, yeah. Good game. This is me. I'm going to have a really hard time with this deck just because of Authority of the Councils. Okay, nice. I like what we're doing here. Now this can take a stab or a burst lightning. If they were going to do that, I would have thought they would have done it right now. Okay. Good little synergistic play here. Get rid of land. That feels less good. But I think we just imprison this. Get him for 3. Bring back skeleton, maybe? I think we get rid of the sprite. Yep. Pretty good. Another hungry ghoul. Let's see here. It puts a loyalty counter on it. I can essentially 2-spell here. Let's tick this up. He can't be blocked. Goes to 4. I can sprite. And sage. Give some decent blocks. They're going to be able to draw some cards here. I'm actually wondering if I do that. That's one. Either way. Yeah. I'm going to need to draw a swamp here. Okay, so that does get rid of Kaido. All right, let's see what we do here. Problem is they can just turn on their hungry ghoul with their reassembling skeleton or high society hunter. I need to be able to bake in to buy that. That's what I need to do. Yep, then they can just draw the card here. They can just do this over and over and over and over again if they want. Just draw a million cards. Ugh. This is frustrating. Not being able to find that other swamp. They have so many. They have so many cards. That's crazy. They've drawn so much value off of this. Do they know that this has death touch? I guess we're about to find out. Take your own death. Yeah. I can't believe I haven't been able to find another. I have to do this. Swamp. Goodness. Not being able to find the swamp to be able to kill the hunter is pretty tough. Because if this hunter is dead, we're in good shape. I mean, if they have a removal spell, they just pop 2 removal spells. And basically attack me for lethal. I really well can't win this game. They just drew so much value off of that engine. I did not. Not being able to find another swamp was really frustrating. Because again, bacon to pie, taking care of the high society hunter. On the turn that they attack with it to then fake their own death, would have been pretty soul crushing actually. And put us in a decent spot, because then they're not drawing the value off of these guys, right? They can make these creatures bigger, but then at that point we're able to probably just punch into the air, or after that we play 9 Lives Familiar. We basically just constantly chump block. We have a sack outlet to draw some cards here. We get our engine up and running with 9 lives and the amulet, which would have been really nice. So just not being able to find that swamp. And we drew through quite a few cards. I did pitch the swamp early, so I guess that's on me. But I felt like we would have been able to draw into another one. We saw quite a few cards, so it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna try this. After that last game, I'm a little nervous not having two swamps, but hopefully find another one. Spectral Sailor. They slow rolled me. I'm gonna probably wizard. I'll wizard, because then when I Kaido and attack with it, yeah, it makes a 1/1. This is a good little combo here. Ooh, I can draw and discard off of this. Here's the problem with Kaido. I think maybe just attacking and then plundering. Or maybe I'm Mocking Sprite here. Or if I'm going to do that, maybe I scavenge. Let me do this. I'm actually going to get rid of the Plunderer. Because then next turn I can Mocking Sprite and keep up a Fake Your Own Death, which feels okay. Scavenger blocks down one of the 1/1s. This kind of makes their attacks not great. Can't really attack with the Mystic. Not really too worried about taking some damage here. I'm going to be able to start making the Wizard pretty big. Getting Mocking Sprite up with a Fake Your Own Death on the back end is nice. Runaway Together is an interesting play. I'm not going to block. I'm not going to walk into a combat trick here. So I just think we're Mocking Sprite here. A refute on the Mocking Sprite. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I need a bacon to pie this now. I think I take this. Next turn we can Wizard and Lookout. Is this going to get refuted? Nope. I'm wondering if they're missing a color. Doesn't seem like it. I've got to find a way to make Kaido impactful here. That's actually not terrible for me. I think this probably just starts getting in for some damage, right? Yep. So they're not going to block it. Okay. Sure. Their ability to draw a lot of cards with the Sailor is a little concerning. They also look like they're flooding out a bit. Okay, that was interesting. I don't necessarily love that. If they have a refute, they gotta refute. Okay, they don't have a refute. We're in a tough spot here. This is an interesting game. Man. The Mystic would have been really helpful. If they have another refute, like, good on them. Okay. Dude, that's insane. Oh, that is insane, bro. A second time stop is wild. They played two of them. Like, oh man. GG's. Oh boy. I just couldn't get past their ability to just keep drawing cards. Not having a little bit more spot removal is what really hurt me. I mean, we drew through a lot of cards. So did they. They had 8 cards left in their deck. 2 time stops. That was brutal. That was brutal. The imprisoned in the moon getting exiled and not being able to lock that down really hurt, because I do feel like we were close to getting Kaido across the finish line. And getting it to the emblem, and then starting to make a bunch of ninjas, and that would have been pretty cool. We just couldn't quite get there. Their again, their ability to really draw a bunch of cards and see a bunch of answers was pretty brutal. They had a ton of interaction. The bite down was good, but the multiple refutes. Why do I feel like? Yeah, there's a second refute there. The 2 time stops though. This card is not good. And we had the lucky instance of running into 2 of them, but that's where we're at. All right, GG's. All right, well, this one did not quite go our way. You know, I do feel like the deck, I don't feel like it was bad. My biggest issue was just spot removal. You know, I think Uncharted Voyage maybe makes sense to play here. An Offer You Can't Refuse actually in that last matchup would have been quite good, or a Pilfer. So maybe that's something for me to consider here going forward. Again, I didn't hate it. I don't think it was bad. The one match not being able to find the other swamp really hurt us, because I think that could have really changed the dynamic of that game, and we would have been okay, and likely been able to stabilize with the Bacon to Pie and 9 Lives Familiar. I really like having the synergy of the Amulet and 9 Lives and Skeleton. You know, multiple Mystics. We didn't quite get a chance to see that in action too with something like the Amulet. If this deck was to kind of get online and get a few pieces going, especially like turn 2 Amulet, turn 3 9 Lives Familiar, you know, into a Mystic to then draw the cards to then make the 1/1s, and we get that engine for a turn or 2, and we're able to make some fairies. That'd be pretty sick. And then we're drawing through some cards and making some things happen here. That could have been pretty good. I guess looking back on it, maybe Uncharted Voyage over the Fleeting Distraction. We had enough card draw options with the Think Twice, the Amulet, that maybe that makes sense. The Scavenger, Kaido can help us to do the card drawing part too. So maybe that would have been a better swap. But fortunately, we don't pick up any wins today, and we'll have to be back at it for another draft here and see how it goes. But I maybe enjoyed this. I don't know. Misery sometimes is fun to watch. They were some tough games, but we'll probably end up still posting this and leave it where it is. But hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're enjoying the 25 packs of Christmas and those fun shorts. We're gonna have a nice, cool surprise on Christmas for that. So look out for that video, and lots more coming this week. We'll be jumping into, again, some more drafts, I am sure. Probably some sealed action, doing a few things with that. So excited to share that with you. And we have a really good Foundations Collector Booster box opening coming this week as well. Check that out on Wednesdays. Got some playlists and all those things. Links in the description. Hit that sub button for us. Going to flash some socials. Do appreciate all the support. Trying to get to 1,000 subs before the year is out. That's our big milestone. Got a month left. So every sub counts, and we appreciate the support. And we'll be sure to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.